What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we're talking about a new data download that just arrived. And we knew that a new Pirate Rumble banner was going to be coming very shortly, and here it is. We have a new OPTC Girls Pirate Rumble Sugo Fest, where it says strength and striker characters will be featured, which is interesting. So obviously you've got one character focused on strength, and then another debuting character focusing on striker. Now, this is kind of fascinating that it is still OPTC Girls themed, because we have the treasure map still to look forward to, which is going to be with Flampe as the character that we farm for. The interesting thing is will the treasure map also be OPTC Girls related? And if that is the case, then I can say goodbye to my Katakuri legend that I hope was going to arrive. And the more and more we get close to it, the more I think it's probably also going to be OPTC Girls themed. We'll have to wait and see. But I digress. Let's talk about what we have here in terms of the Sugo Fest. So we've got the new Pirate Rumble banner. Look, most people should be avoiding these banners in general. This one's going live on June 30th. And as for the structure of the banner, it's pretty typical. You got a discount, so I'll probably do the discounted multi at a bare minimum. You got a Pirate Rumble character guaranteed on the 4th multi, a recommended on the 5th. And, you know, you could go all the way deep to 13 for another recommended and stuff, but look. It's a Pirate Rumble banner. These units are interesting, but I don't think that they're going to see like a ton of play. We'll discuss what these units actually do. So the first one here we'll go through is Marigold. Now, remember that Marigold actually should, right, partner well with Hancock and also Sandersonia. We've got Sandersonia, of course, another Rumble Rare recruit that has an effect that's focused around if you have like Hancock or Marigold on your team, then you get a beneficial effect. And let's go ahead and have a look and see what Marigold does. So, yep, once again, you can see here, Strength Allies, level 5 attack, level 5 health. When Hancock or Sandersonia is on the team, give herself level 7 health, level 4 CT speed increase. It's okay. I would have preferred it if she actually gave buffs to the entire team if, you know, one of those units were on the team. So it's fine. Let's have a look at the special though. 34 CT. She is considered a supporter style unit, so she targets teammates in a large range for attack speed, crit up level 6 for 15 seconds. That's okay. Then targets enemies in a large range for 2.4 damage. When Hancock or Sandersonia is on the team, attack times 3 damage. It's actually pretty good. You can almost consider this unit an attacker style unit. Another thing is I like the fact that she provides an attack buff, then she actually does the damage. This unit's actually going to be pretty good because Sandersonia is a good Rumble Rare recruit. A lot of people do use her. She's got a really good effect to reduce your special CT. She does decent damage, pretty good Rumble ability, and you've got Kizuna Boa Hancock or the waifus. One of those two you would probably use alongside this unit to build a pretty good core of a strength team. I actually think it's not too shabby at all. Seems pretty good. She actually, oh wow, that's cool. I didn't actually know that. She completely evades half stats. That's interesting that they're doing that. And then 30% damage reduction versus Dex. Though the thing is if they keep releasing all these characters with half stats, then half stats becomes redundant. But it's whatever. It's cool. I like the fact that she has that. So that is the new Rumble Rare Recruit. Marigold, as I said, very good for strength teams, but mono strength doesn't see too much play because there are lots of ways to get around Dex teams nowadays. But let's go ahead and move on to the other character. So the next character is obviously Hina. Hina is a Psi unit and she is focused on striker characters. So let's go ahead and break down what she is all about. So for strikers, she gives level 5 speed, 5 HP, 5 blowaway. Not a fan of blowaway. That's a really annoying mechanic because while it is interesting to blow an enemy away and it does reset their attack order slightly, the thing about it is that it can kind of screw up your other specials. If you've got specials that attack characters in a horizontal range, then this can really screw up the positioning of your opponents. I've never really been a big fan of blowaway percent. I don't think too many people have been a big fan of it. But still gives 5 HP and 5 speed. Those two mechanics are quite good. The blowaway percent doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's have a look at her special. So she's considered a debuffer style unit. 27 CT. Targets enemies in a medium horizontal range for 100% chance of action bind for 7 seconds. And then 1 high HP is hit with 1.65 times damage 5 times. Yeah, this is what I was saying. You know, if you got a character that hits in horizontal range, a blowaway percent is literally a detriment to your team. So I don't understand the design philosophy behind this unit. It really doesn't make a lot of sense at all. However, when she does launch her special, she has the potential to action bind a large majority of your opponent's team for 7 seconds. There are obviously quite a few units in the game that do have the ability to resist that, but still, a really good ability to action bind them and then also do pretty terrible damage, I must admit. Like 1.65 damage 5 times isn't very good. It's not a lot of damage at all, but at least it's damage nonetheless, right? So, you know, it is what it is. As for the rest of her attacks is kind of mediocre. And she also evades half stats. Interesting. And then 30% damage reduction versus int. Okay, well, look, if you needed another striker Pirate Rumble rare recruit, this is an option, I suppose. Strikers didn't really have a lot of good Rumble rare recruits in the first place, so it's okay, I guess. I understand why they're doing it, but I think that the design philosophy behind Hina just doesn't make a lot of sense in my eyes. I think that they could have done some little tweaks to make her a bit better. But that's the 2 new Pirate Rumble characters coming alongside Jack. We also have Page 1 making an appearance once again, Sasaki, who debuted a couple months back, and also Sandazonia, as we said. Now, we can kind of touch up on Sandazonia real quick for those of you who forgot what she does. So she gives Strength Allies 5 HP, 5 Recovery, and then if your HP is above 60%, she gives a level 6 attack buff. So very, very good attack, recovery, and HP buffs. And then her special's really good. 3 enemies for 2.5 damage 2 times. That's like really solid damage. And then if you have Marigold or Hancock, you get 15% Strength CT reduction. That's very strong on your Strength team. So this, Marigold, and then as I said, either waifus or the Kizuna Boa Hancock, either one of them would work super well with these 2 Boa Sisters Strength Rumble Rare recruits. But that's actually not all. We actually have a new arena making an appearance here. Can you believe it? I literally can't fathom the fact that we're finally getting a new arena. So before this, what was the previous arena that we had? Was it Sasaki? Yeah, I think it was Sasaki, which was in like maybe December or something. It's been a really long time since we've had a new arena, but we're finally getting one. And it's going to be Raiju. So it's debuting as an 8-star and a 12-star difficulty. 12-star is the highest difficulty that we have for arenas at the moment. You know, characters like, I think the Queen arena was 12-star, Hawkins was a 12-star difficulty, Sasaki was a 12-star. I assume this is going to be pretty tricky. Another thing I would also assume is that the OPTC Girls Sugo Fest, Koala and Robin, as well as Ulti Black Maria, are probably going to be useful in this arena itself. So we're expecting some pretty interesting mechanics, likely lots of damage reduction, likely lots of threshold. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what the gimmicks are all about. But we can actually have a look at what this character does already. So as for what Raiju does, really cool artwork. She is Dex, Powerhouse, Cerebral, so pretty good class and type combination. Her captain ability would boost Cerebral and Powerhouse by 3.75 and then -1 paralysis to the crew. Not a great captain ability overall. Then you have a special ability, this is interesting, where it removes all poison from the crew and then heals 10 times her recovery at the end of the turn for 3 turns. Fair enough. And then reduces bind by 6 turns. That's really, really cool. And then reduces enemies' defense by 80% for 1 turn. And then gives you a 2 times conditional boost against defense down for 3 turns. Then, during the turn you launch the special, if you land 2 perfects, then you get a 0 defense to the enemies on the next turn. So this is cool. You can get a 2 times defense down conditional boost over multiple different stages. Very useful mechanic to have, as well as, you know, being able to remove poison, healing, bind removal. Just a super solid special ability. Nothing really wrong with this unit at all. Unfortunately, we can't see her potential abilities or her second crewmate ability thus far, but we assume it's going to have something really, really cool. And then her support effect is also very interesting. So it attaches only to Sanji, but when the crew is inflicted with bind, you remove 1 turn of bind and heal 2000 HP. Very good support effect. Nice that Sanji's getting some more supports, specifically bind removal. Always nice to have. And then she does have Rumble stuff, but, you know, you shouldn't really expect too much with Rumble, free-to-play, you know, Rumble units. But, you know, just focusing on boosting Dex, and then gives quick enemies some defense down. And then does damage over time, which a lot of poison units do inflict damage over time. Not a very good mechanic in Rumble at the moment, but she does that. And then she evades damage over time on herself. But overall, like, mainly just going to be used in normal content for defense down conditional boosts, healing, and removing bind with a good support that attaches to Sanji. What more could you ask for? But that's all the information that we have right now. So this data download brought along some really cool info. New Raiju, coming free to play, new arena, so when that drops, we'll be obviously making a video about it. And we also have the new introduction of 2 new Rumble Rare recruits, Hina and Marigold. Really solid units, and that's going to be debuting relatively soon. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this entire batch of units down below in the comment section. Hopefully, I'm still hoping that we can get my man Mr. Slam Jam as a legend for Treasure Map, but I'm assuming it's going to be OPTC girls themed. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to go ahead, leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.